Good morning, everybody. Oh, yeah, yesterday was a little agitating day with the liner of that welder acting up on me, having to keep cleaning it, and then plasma went down. But you know what? God's in control. He let me get some good rest last night, woke me up in a good mood. I don't care. It is what it is. I am going to get this thing test run today, one way or another. First thing I need to do, I need to get in here and clean up in between here and get this bracket tacked in place. And then I got to figure out my distances for the sidebars. Once I get that tacked in place, I can pop them blocks out of there and hopefully set the bags in and operate this up and down. All right, let's get at this. I get this suspension tidied up. I think I'm gonna have to clean in here, man. I'm tired of tripping over everything. Hey, now, that ain't good. Oh well. No harm, no foul. Yeah. After I get this cement put in here, the only thing I need to do after that is do some shock mounts. I'm gonna have to do some research, figure out what shocks I'm going to be able to use on it. Figure out the travel and get some measurements and stuff like that. Ain't no big deal. It takes a little bit of time. Okay, so what can you see here? Not much. All right, first thing I need to do, I need to get this center link out of here. Well, that's a nice setup right there. All right, where is my angle for the dangle? There it is. This has got to be centered like that and level. Boy, that's awful close to that pig. Where is my tape measure? Okay, should have 34 inches because that's standard GM. Let's see. 34 inches. Okay. That'd be 17 to the center. Looks like about 17 right there. I think I'm gonna have to do this a little bit differently. Okay. And of course I got a bracket right there. So, grab my marker. "17 inches right there." Okay, let's set that down there about like that. And see where we're at. I might have to do a little trim on the end to get it exact because of the suspension. No, actually that is dead on. Okay, so right up against the bracket. That'll work. Now that I know where it goes, I can get this out of my way easier on me. I think I'll hit just a little bit more grinding. I seen some paint still on that side over here. Don't fail me today, welder. Well, I gotta find out if the rear end's setting level. Yes, it is. Okay. So, put this bracket on level both directions. Level that way, and level that way. Okay. I have never done a Watts link either, so this is something new. But I do know everything has to be exactly leveled this way. Now, I was watching a video last night on this section, the pivot section, and they said to drop the frame halfway to set up the sidebars with this straight. I watched another one that said with it up like this to set this over a 1/2 inch. I'm just gonna wing it. A couple different ways of doing it, and I don't know. I'm just gonna put it together and see how it works, I guess. Get this piece. I'll put the pivot parts in, and then I can test the center bars. Okay. That is just a little bit too close. That bolt is a little bit too long. I won't be able to tighten it up with it like that, but I can test it. I can get a shorter bolt, and there is enough room let's just see. 4-inch bolt. All right, let me go to my bolt bin and see if I got a smaller bolt. All right, I got another bolt, but it is not grade 8, so I will have to change that out. I want a grade 8 bolt on that, but this will let me get it. This will let me get it where I need it for testing. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna put a line down the center of this, so I got something to figure out the angle. Okay. Get this up under here. like so. Get this one. Okay. Man, I wish I had this thing up on my lift. This has to be parallel. Right there.
That's a long ways down now.
Oh. 11 3/4 dry. Let's see what this one is. This one ain't so bad. 3 1/4. Sure be easier without that fuel tank in my way. Okay, I don't know what it was recording, but the timer wasn't going, so I don't know if it was recording any of that. But this is the other end of the top link. This slides inside that tubing and gets welded on. A bracket comes from here up to the frame, and then you got adjustment. I set this right dead center of the threaded part. That way I have adjustment back and forth. Now what I need to do is get those bars set and level and get a measurement to the center of the frame here, because that's where I want these set. These drop down off the frame like that, and then that bar hooks here. I want the center bolt in the center, or the center of the bolt in the center of the frame. Both those bars have to be identical in length. So, let's get back down here. Where'd my dangle finder go? There it is. Get this set level again. Right there is level. Right there's the center of the frame. Right there's where I cut it. So I need to cut both bars 11.5 inches long. And then I can bolt my brackets on, bring them up to where they're level, and weld them to the bottom of the frame. That side, I need to make one of these, or two of these, 3.5 inches longer for the bottom bar. Good thing I got material. Bad thing the plasma's blowed up. Dang it. Gonna have to do that with a torch. Yippee! Still a little bit of a burr in there. Alright, I'm gonna grab the belt sander wherever I left it. Alright, I gotta find it. I'll be back. just double check here. Make sure they're the same. 12 and 5/8. 12 and 5/8. I'm not gonna grind it smooth, but I want it a little cleaner. Come on now, start on there. We're getting somewhere now, guys. I'm gonna let those cool off a minute. Gonna let those cool off a minute. Put these back in. I gotta make sure they both in the center. Okay. I got this Watts link several years ago. Traded it to a guy in one of the 60 to 66 pages on Facebook. When I got it, I had never heard of a Watts link. The guy wanted a truck bed that I had for a 65. And he told me he'd trade me this Watts link for it. And I looked up the price of it. And yeah, I traded him. It's been sitting in storage. Oh man, it was before I moved into the 4th Avenue shop. So I was still in the garage working when I got this. Trying to get you guys a little bit better view here. I like it. Okay, so this needs to be level. Well, over about right there. Needs to be level. Now I need to measure from the frame to the center. Two and a half inches. Two and a half inches. Okay. So from the center of that bolt, I need to come down 2.5 inches and nib that off there. And then I can get that in there, slid up and tacked. Then I can do the other side. Alright, I'm going to climb up under here and clean that paint off the bottom of the frame. I'm gonna have to get some grade 8 bolts for this, and that one ain't long enough. All right. Dang it, get a rope and hang it. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta get a longer bolt. Let's try this again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get longer bolts. All right, now what did I do? Grab 7/16 or yeah, sure did. All right, be right back again. Take 3. I've got to pick up some hardened bolts, I should say. Like that'll work out just fine. Get my gloves back on here. All right. Get back up here and see what that looks like. Yeah, way too far forward. About right there, if I can hold it while I get down here. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. I'll get another tack on it. This stinking welder. I'm trying to put off running down there after that liner, because I've got to go down there after a bit, and I'm kind of waiting on a phone call first. Okay. Now, check, make sure it's still level. Right on the money. Awesome. Okay, now I have to check the other side, get a height on that one. Oh man. Right there is level. Okay. 12 inches to the center of the bolt hole. Okay, I'll get that bracket made now. Just gonna jump in here real quick. Do you see why I never put stuff permanently until the job is done? This went across right where that bar welds on there. It got me going. So once I am all said and done with all the fabrication, then I'll come back and redo these brake lines and these fuel lines and all that stuff. I try to push all the lines away from anywhere I am working, even brake fluid. You blow through that, it could catch fire, I believe. But fuel lines, yeah, you know they're going to catch fire. Everything I do, I make sure these lines are out of the way. That's why I left all this stuff loose. Now see, once it's all said and done and I figure out where this rear end's gonna go, the exhaust can come over, step up right below the hitch plate, and I should have plenty of room for the axle to go over it, and then it can drop back down and go out the back. I don't like center dump exhaust like this. I don't like it. That was just to get it quiet. I want my exhaust out the back. Now comes the fun part, straight line. I used to do a lot of torching, but you get rusty. You get rusty. Alright, I'm gonna look. Yeah, there's another piece. I'll do my other one out of this one. That way I can save that big chunk. Forgot to turn the camera on. Right on 90. Beautiful. I think it looks pretty darn good for the first time having set one up. I like it. Awesome. Well, I guess now I need to get these blocks out of here and operate it up and down to see how everything moves. Yeah, kind of the scary part of it, but also exciting. Let me kill this noisy welder. I will get my grinder over here with the cutoff wheel so I can get them tacks. I'm gonna go ahead and jack this thing up a little bit, get some pressure off of it. And hopefully not explode a disc on myself. That wouldn't be good. I need a bigger disc. I can't reach into it. I was asked the other day what discs I use. This is my go-to. They seem to hold up real good. The last time I bought them, they didn't have the thicker disc. So these go a little bit quicker than normal. But they still cut and still last. Just not as long as the thicker ones. Okay. Get up underneath. Sparks are hot. Okay, backside's done. Let me get repositioned to the front side. Oh yeah, this side's gonna be real fun. Got the bag mount in the way. Uh-huh. Yippee. I can't get to it. Well, that sucks. Let's see this side. I think I'm just gonna have to use brute force to break them tacks off there. Cause I don't want to risk dropping that disc in my face. There's one. Woo! And two. Hello, little seagull. Oh, wow. Check it out. That is awesome. It stayed right dead center. Ten and a half. 10 and a half. Check it out, man. That's up a little bit higher than, yeah, that's an inch higher than what these bags will go. It's still 10 and a half. That is beautiful. Oh, wow. It worked. Can you believe it? It worked. All right, guys. I've just got the bag mounts and stuff tacked in. I don't want to weld them solid until I know everything's gonna work right. but I do want them to hold. So I'm gonna go through and do a few stitches and key points, grind up the tacks from where I had that spacer in there, and I'm gonna get the bags bolted in, see what it does. All right, time for baggage. I don't know, there's about a 1/2 inch of clearance in the bag, so let's let it down and see what it does. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And I didn't even have to C-notch it. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Now, as a temporary thing, I'm going to run some airlines back here and put a valve in it and just use the air compressor for that. I plan on hardlining this eventually. Okay. When I get figured out what I need for pumps, I'll worry about that. Alright, I'm going to cut this about right here. And then bring this one over. I'll cut it about right there. Well, that was dumb. I need this. It had to have been a Mustang. Loud enough to have no power, because it went by slowly. All right. So this one goes in right there. And these two go in right there. And this one and there we have it. Now I can take the valve stem cap off of it and lose that. Never to be found again. Okay, I'm gonna get the air chuck and the air hose over here and we're gonna see what this will do. Here we go. Wow, that is cool. 7 inches of raise. That is cool. All right, I'm gonna pull the stem out of it, let the air down. like it. This is the first bagged vehicle I have ever owned, and the first bagged vehicle I have ever messed with bags on. Same way with 4-link. Man, I think it come out nice. We are setting, the hitch right now is 4 1/4 inches off the ground. Once I drop the front, it'll probably be right at 4 1/2. Of course, I gotta raise this hitch up. It's just, I threw that on there because I had to move some vehicles around a while back. Wow, I like it. Okay, I've operated it, I don't know, 5 or 6 times now. Everything works beautiful. I am going to probably modify these bump stops, put a plate across here, put these bump stops right there. I don't want it setting completely on the bags, even though they got an internal bump stop. I'll get this setting where I want it and let this be the main bump stop. Only other thing I'm gonna have to do is the bags are just a little bit close to the rear end. Got about a 3/8 of an inch gap right there. No big deal. I gotta pull all this bag apart to weld it all up anyhow. I am going to move the mounting holes forward 1 inch. I got plenty of room on the bracketry, so I'll move the bags forward 1 inch. That will give me plenty of room all the way around. It'll never hit nothing. Beautiful. I'm impressed. I'm really happy with that. Now, before I go doing all the welding on it, yeah, I'm gonna go get a new liner for that. But I'm happy with that. And it really looks cool when it drops from the side. Let me go let the air out and I'll show you. Just don't get your legs under it. Especially back here, because woo, yeah. Gotta figure out a dump. When I do the compressor and tank and stuff, I gotta figure out how they release the air to dump it. I don't know how to do that yet. I've got a few people that has done this multiple times and I'll get with them. But yeah, that is cool. Now once the front drops, that's sweet. I like it. Once the front drops, that'll be cool. Can't wait to see this parked in my driveway next to the Blue Mule. I've never owned a bagged vehicle, so it's going to be something different. All right, I'm going to pull the stem out of it, let the air down. I like it. This is the first bagged vehicle I have ever owned, and the first bagged vehicle I have ever messed with bags on. Same way with the 4-link. Man, I think it come out nice. We are setting, the hitch right now is 4 1/4 inches off the ground. Once I drop the front, it'll probably be right at 4 1/2. Of course, I gotta raise this hitch up. It's just, I threw that on there because I had to move some vehicles around a while back. Wow, I like it. Man, I just can't get over that. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to check the air pressure in the bags. I'm going to let it set overnight, see what it does. If you guys want to see more of this stuff, hit that subscribe button. I get all kinds of harebrained ideas. I think I'm a glutton for punishment or something. Yeah, that set it up just perfect. Now I gotta save up and get some front bags and get that made. We'll see how low she can go. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get a liner, some welding tips. I wish I could pick up a new plasma, but not in the books right now. So, all right, I'm out of here. Have a good evening. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I took this thing outside and hosed it off earlier. Took my chamois, dried it off real nice. And I left it in the forklift sitting outside, and wouldn't you know it, it started pouring down rain on me. I got a wet butt, and then I had to chamois it off again. Oh well, it's gonna get wet. It rains daily in Florida.